All right. Well, hopefully I remember those numbers for this match. I will do my best to do the camera stuff without using my mouse, but we'll see how that goes. But now it is time. The loser bracket final is upon us here. Homyno Tsun versus Sprout. Scrapie Dexter versus Feed Ener. And everybody is relatively close with one another. Starting out, Feed and Ener actually having to make adjustments early on here. And Dexter and Scrapie are going to take a slight minimal lead going into this jump here. And honestly, really good pace so far by Scrapie as they get into this plastic section. And the jump here. And now we are looking down towards my favorite section, the full speed section with the speed slide. Who is going to benefit the most here? Ener getting 636 as an exit speed here, but Scrapie is going to be the one who is far and away ahead of everyone else at the moment here. 0.2 ahead of his teammate Dexter, but now the tech drift is going to make it even yet again here. But this is the part that tricks everyone up. We get to what we call the knife's edge, the shelves, whatever you want to call it, as we get into the identity, and this is how it's going to decide who is going to get what. Dexter is going to be the one to pull ahead in the lead. Scrapie losing speed. Is he going to be able to keep Ener away? Ener's already 3 seconds behind, so that shouldn't be too hard. And Dexter is able to get ahead with a 128.9 over Feed, and that's going to be the victory for Sprout. Let me check our times here. 128.9 isn't necessarily the strongest time. I mean, it's still a fast time, but 128.9 is a top 20 time in the world. Still competitive. But yet again, Ener, having showed in the first round that he makes mistakes, Feed is going to be really far behind this time, as he makes a monumental mistake, 4 seconds behind. Dexter and Scrapie going to be able to have an ace advantage as they get into the full speed portion here. Speed drifts among us. Ener a little bit of an overdrift, but is going to be able to eclipse Scrapie there. Dexter still maintaining his lead, a 0.2 lead, 0.3 lead now over his duo and Ener. But things like to tighten up here as we get towards the end of this map. Scrapie getting really close on those borders in those drift sections, and Ener is going to be able, well, was going to be able to overtake for a moment there. And now it's Scrapie and Dexter looking primed for an ace here. They just have to get it cleanly. Dexter has a really good line so far, has been getting it really cleanly. Scrapie taking it more safe and has a little less speed, almost clips there, but it's going to be enough, and that is going to be the ace for Sprout, up 5-1 over Homyno Tsun in this first map. Feed far away, sadly. A bit mud for my guy. He's not going to be able to make it to the finish, so he's just going to DNF or let the time go out, well, which is a DNF. And that is the ace for Dexter and Scrapie. Now as we get to round 2, or yes, round 3, excuse me, round 3, 5-1 advantage for Sprout here, as we are now looking into seeing if Ener and Feed are going to be able to answer what Sprout has laid down. And Ener, again, still struggling on this map. Already 0.4 behind almost now. Is going to be able to get a little bit more exit speed to catch up slightly. But it's not going to be enough to make a dent into the pace that Scrapie and Dexter have unless they make a mistake. And that is not the case, as they just have really nice clean lines. Unless Dexter making the first mistake there on the side of Sprout, now giving the opportunity for Scrapie to make even more mistakes. Scrapie is going to have to hold on to force the tie here. Otherwise, Feed and Ener, they're in enough striking distance to be able to get an ace if Scrapie were to make a big, massive mistake here. But so far is able to hold off Feed and Ener pretty handily with a 0.4 lead. But again, agility dash is about the identity and also making sure these shelves are done cleanly, and they are done cleanly by the first 3 members so far. And now it's down to Scrapie. Is he going to be able to get it cleanly? Gets the first jump cleanly, but Feed now, having a massive amount of speed, is going to be able to overtake. And who is it going to be? In the end, it's going to be Feed getting the victory for Homyno Tsun as Ener gets third. Scrapie, unfortunately, with his loss of speed, allows Feed to enter into the equation. Sprout up 6-3 at the moment here. Still. So nothing major lost. And Scrapie doing well for the fact that Dexter did put him in a difficult position after that early mistake. But right now, sitting in this next round, we do see kind of a similar situation that we had before, with the exception of Sprout having reversed their members' roles, as Dexter is now the lead and Scrapie is the one sitting in fourth. But luckily for them all, they're all sitting still relatively close with one another. Only 0.2 difference between the entire pack. As we now get into the speed drift section here, Sprout now sitting ahead. Feed, what happened to Feed? Oh no. I didn't see what happened to Feed. That's unfortunate. My apologies there. He is fully back by a second and a third, or 3 thousandths. But Dexter and Scrapie now sitting in a very good position, potential to get another ace. Ener, of all people, is going to be have to defend against Sprout here and prevent them from getting the ace, which would surely lock their first map win at that point. Ener doing a good job though, almost able to overtake Scrapie, is able to overtake Scrapie. Now he just has to be able to catch up to Dexter, and he has the speed, but Dexter is too clean, and that is going to be... Oh, Scrapie, hello? Scrapie? Scrapie! Scrapie getting the tie. My guy Scrapie, what happened? Alright, well, it's okay. Sprout's still ahead 3 points over Homyno Tsun. And realistically, they do have the better pace on this map. And overall more consistency. So for Sprout, it's not too much of a hassle. Dexter getting really risky with that jump there, but is able to not make any mistake or get punished for it. Scrapie being the back marker for the moment with Feed, but still doing relatively well. All Sprout has to do is get the ace here to be able to end it. But Homyno Tsun, as we know good and well, they are not going to sit down without a fight. As we now get into the final couple drift sections here, we see that Ener makes a mistake and is going to fall to the back here. Feed is going to try to compete with Dexter. Scrapie getting really close and catching up with them, but the exit speed isn't enough. Feed and Dexter now sitting side by side. Ener is too far back at the moment to make too much of a difference, and Dexter is going to be the one to lead at the moment. Where is Feed? Feed is right behind him, and it's not going to be enough. Where's Scrapie, though? Scrapie makes a mistake. Ener is going to be able to take over and force another tie, as Scrapie is a bit in the mud. 9 seconds almost from those mistakes that he made. And all he had to do was just at least get a victory. And now they have to see if they can get that victory in this round here, round 6. So at minimum, we're going to see potentially, well, at minimum it could be 1 round, but I'm likely thinking it's going to be 2 rounds here if the trend continues with the ties or the continued mistakes by Sprout. But they could end it here with the victory, or an ace for that matter, and they have the ability to do so. And Ener has been improving over his time on playing Agility Dash compared to his counterpart Feed, who has, I think, messed up. Yes, he did touch the outside, and that is why he is now almost 0.8 behind. with Ener now leading over Sprout here. Ener, the one who was the liability, now trying to be the carry for his team the last several rounds. Feed being the struggle, or on the struggle bus for his duo. And Dexter trying to lead into it, but Ener with a very fast entry into this identity here, and is likely going to be able to keep his speed. No, he's not. He oversteered, and Dexter is going to be able to overtake, or maybe not. It's going to be so close. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit too excited. It was a draw, but that was still really nice. Very close at the end, overtaking each other on the identity of all things. What happened? Okay. We just had a Resident Sleeper moment, or no, it is paused. Okay. Dexter DC'd. Okay, well. Well then. Yeah, so that's happening. Right now, we are waiting for them to get back into the match here. As Dexter DC'd. And we will see how it goes. How are you guys doing? Hi. I'm not Turbo. Oops. Sorry. If you were expecting Turbo, obviously he's not here. He's with his family at the moment. But thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for watching Turbo's stream. Not only, I'm sure, does he appreciate it, but I appreciate it as well. And we are going to be getting into the match here soon. They're getting the ready check yet again. So make sure you're awake. You're still here with me as we get into the restart of this match here. Sprout just has to be able to close it out. Get at least one person in second place. So we are now into this round here. And good starts by everybody so far. Feed is going to be the first one to fall slightly back. And now Sprout is going to take a slight advantage. And oh, Dexter is going to get a lot of exit speed into that jump. Feed sitting in the back right now. 0.4 behind, which is not where he needs to be. He needs to be in the front with his teammate to get the ace to keep themselves alive in this first map. To be fair, Homyno Tsun has been doing relatively well on the map pick of Sprout, so that may be some good news for them going into the second map here, as we already have to start thinking about that situation now. Scrapie and Dexter kind of having a struggle to finish this map out, as they got a very early lead, but then have been unable to finish cleanly. And you see why right there, with Dexter making the mistake right before the identity. Ener is going to be the one leading thus far. No, he's not. He's going to take a flight up to space, and that is likely going to be it, regardless of whether Feed finishes first or not and catches up to him. And that is going to be the map win for Sprout. First map over to them in this first set. So 1-0 up over Homyno Tsun in set 1. And we go over to Slippy Slides. Very unlucky for Ener, as he was sitting in a good spot. But unfortunately, Feed is not going to be able, wasn't going to be able to overtake him with how consistent Scrapie was at the end there. But now we have to clear our minds and focus on the next map here, Slippy Slides, which has been the map that Homyno Tsun has done really well against Schweine-Aim in, and this is their first pick against Sprout as well. So Homyno Tsun really relying on this map here, this map pick here, to be able to carry them into a first win. And we'll see if that's the case or not in this first round here, with Scrapie Scrapie as the focus point for this first round here. Getting into a good start from everybody. Dexter, I can't even talk today. Dexter is going to be the one to take a slight lead for now, but everybody's still very close to one another, side by side. Scrapie going to go a little bit more exit speed on the downhill and now take the lead momentarily over the rest of the pack. Where is Dexter? Nobody saw that. Nobody saw what just happened as I swapped the camera away. See, I'm such a good cameraman. Nobody knows what happened. Scrapie decided to take a lunch break this round. He'll be back for the next round. But while we're watching that, I mean, we can watch his buddy Dexter get a really good time here. Trying to struggle a little bit against Feed. Ener is just right behind them. And now let's see at the identity. Dexter going for a really tight line, but we've seen Feed. Feed likes to go wide at the start. Goes a little bit in the middle, and then we're going to see him take it really tight here. Is it going to be enough, though? No, it's not. Dexter is going to be able to save it for his team as Scrapie. See, I told you guys, he was on a lunch break, and now he's back, and we're good to go. It's going to be the time. We're just restarting the game 1-1. But good save for Dexter there in that first round, preventing disaster from happening. Now we are going to see one member of Sprout, which will be Scrapie, having a little bit of a slow start, but nothing too consequential, or should I say rather, as Feed and Ener now leading this second round here by 2.5 over Scrapie and Dexter here. And if they're able to keep this consistency, they could easily get an ace to set them on a very good path. Dexter, if you saw that, did a little bit of a mistake there, but was able to recover very nicely. It is now challenging Ener for that second position. We get to the first jump. Who is going to get it cleanly is going to be the question. It's not going to be Ener. He's going to make a mistake that he made in the previous match where he takes it too tight. Scrapie is also going to make a mistake, so let's go over to Dexter, who has a nice view of Feed here. Dexter going to try to go inside compared to Feed. Feed doing his setup yet again should be okay, but it's going to be really tight. Dexter, is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Where did Feed go? Feed slid out. And that is going to be the ace for Sprout. I'm not saying feet. I'm saying Feed. Really mad. Really mad. I'm saying Feed. All right. Well, fine. All right. Round 3. Sprout. 4-1 Ed. No feet. It's Feed. Do I have to really pronounce my D's? Am I not pronouncing my D's? Now I'm triggered. Ener Feed? Feed? Feed. Do I need to say Feed every single time? I could say Fed. But Ener and Feed are doing well. But they're unable to prevent the mistakes from happening. And Dexter, actually, let's talk about Dexter, who's been doing really well. Ener, oh my gosh, my guy, we just can't have that. Dexter has been doing really well and has been able to maintain a lead every single round. And now we're looking at Dexter again. Really tight, though, on the second jump. I wonder if it's going to be enough to keep him first. Yes, it will be. It'll be perfectly fine. Scrapie doing well to stay in third. Dexter's been carrying super hard here. And now it's going to be a victory. 6-2 for Sprout. And we may start seeing a trend here forming already. If this is Homyno Tsun's best map, then this may cause problems for them in the future. As unfortunately, Feed and Ener, it could just be the effects from the last match. Last match was very long and tiring. 2-hour-long match for those who were not able to watch the previous match. And 2 hours playing non-stop. Now into your third hour of high tier, intense competition and being forced to be as consistent as possible and keep focus. It is a struggle. And anybody could be in the same position that they're currently at. Feed leading at the moment. Dexter and Ener slightly behind. We see Scrapie and Feed leading right now. Feed still in the lead. Feed taking it really close is going to make the mistake, and that's going to be Scrapie getting the win. And Dexter getting the ace. And that is going to be a 9-2. Yeah, I really do think it is down to stamina, because honestly, Feed was playing out of his mind against Schweine-Aim, and now we're just kind of seeing the effects of that amount of focus. It is not humanly possible to keep that amount of focus for any player, especially with a game like this where you have to be able to keep your senses about you and make micro adjustments mechanically with your hands and your eyes to be able to focus on what element is coming next. You can say some of it is hand-eye coordination, some of it's just muscle memory. But to be able to produce that at a top-tier level consistently over a course of 3 hours is honestly a tall order to ask of anyone. And Sprout just have the ability of, or the advantage of not having played so long and just being fresh. And we're seeing that assisting them into this final potential round here, as Scrapie just needs to finish second. Dexter's out of the equation right now. Scrapie is going to go ahead, take it a little bit wide here, now take it inside, and he's going to take the last one inside. Is it going to be enough is the question, and yes, it is, just barely, and that is going to be the round win for Sprout. 2-0 in this first set. Yeah, we already lost one of our casters. Turbo couldn't hang. He left it to a stranger. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was not bench time for Turbo Guy, but because Turbo's probably going to be up way later than I am. I usually go to bed around 11 o'clock. I'm an old man. But we're at parkour now, which, if memory serves me correctly, I don't think Sprout is necessarily the cleanest here, but honestly, who is? So now we're in the first round. Sprout just needs to win this to be able to get the first set. They will be one step closer to making the grand final against alternate attacks. And honestly, if Homyno Tsun is already having stamina issues, then what is the time that Sprout has before they start feeling the effects of exhaustion? If they're able to clean Homyno Tsun out, then they'll have a lot of energy available for that grand final and some really good momentum going into that grand final. But if they struggle like Homyno Tsun did trying to get into this loser bracket final, then we could see a similar situation. Storylines. The script, guys. I'm trying to make the script. I'm trying to build it up for you guys. The excitement. But good time by Scrapie, 102.2. Sorry, the sound's going to go out for like a quick second here as I try to get the parkour times here. Thank you. Ba-ba-ba. What time was that? That was a 101.7? Does anybody remember what time that was? Or 109.2 or something, or 108.2. Either way, it was fast time. 102.2. Okay. And Dexter making a mistake already. Ener making a mistake as well. So Dexter is going to be able to overtake Ener here. So Ener makes a bigger mistake on the bobsleigh. Scrapie in the lead at the moment here. Scrapie is getting close to that pipe. Is able to make it. Avoids the cone. Gets it in there. Ener is in the mud. And is another victory for Sprout, putting him up 4-2.
Victory.
So 102.6. 102.6. Slower than the second or first round there. But Sprout already taking an early lead, which is what they want. They want to be able to close out this first set pretty handily. And now Ener trying to right his wrongs from the previous round. Everybody is really close to one another getting into the quarter pipe jump, and now the dreaded ice bobsleigh that can trip you up if you go too high. Point proven. Thank you, sir. I believe that was Dexter. Yes, it was. Dexter proving my point exactly, as he is now in the mud, and it's up to Scrapie to be able to survive for his teammates and force the tie, and it's likely going to happen here as Feed makes the mistake. Where's Ener? Ener's going to overtake, and Dexter too far back. But a tie it is. A tie it will be. 5-3 for Sprout. So far, halfway to 10 points here. Okay, Dexter. Dexter is, as we can see, dead. So, not sure how that is going to be handled. Yeah, he's still dead. And if I remember correctly, they still have to play. It doesn't matter if he DC'd or not. Yep, still there. We'll just casually check on him and see if he's moving. Feed in the lead right now over Scrapie. Scrapie could save yet again if he wants to, and he's had the ability to do so. And Ener's not too far behind, only 0.1 almost behind of Scrapie here. Scrapie trying to get a little bit more exit speed into this identity, but Feed now having a good identity is going to be enough to keep him at bay here. Dexter finally having DC'd, and Ener is just gonna... He DC'd during. He's still not in voice. No, he DC'd during. There, I will help them since I saw it and it's on the stream. I can't chat while I did. Oopsies. Tell that to spam them because he did it during TMCL. Fight me. Respects no authority. Yeah, no, he DC during, and I think it was wise to share that information because it would be good to see that. See, even G-Geek is responding. What the heck is this? Don't even chat, Barbles. Don't even. Oh, the microwave sound? Oh, you know what? It's probably my... It's my PC. Yeah, well, I have not been DM'd, but here, let's see if I can open a window and cool off my PC. And I'll see if I can add some noise gate on here. But yeah, no, I have my windows closed because during the day, unfortunately, I live in the place I live. There's a kids playground, and the children like to scream all day. So it's kind of annoying to be able to have your window open when there are children screaming. Bloody murder every day. So, especially during a stream. Because it would be, why is there a microwave? Instead of the question of what's the microwave sound in your room, it would be, why are children dying? Why are children dying? Who's screaming? Who's dying? And I'd be like, well, it's the children. They're dying. So let's see if I can filter this here. Let me noise gate this sucker just a smidge. All right. Oh. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. All right. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully you won't hear the microwave too badly. All right. We're still in a pause. And are getting some good practice in right now. Softy, what happened to your name? All right, well, I guess we'll chat as we're waiting to see what's going on here. Yeah, so it's still 5-3 with Sprout. Sprout up 2-0 in this first set. They're already. I wanted to show my face and look pretty, and can't even do that. That's so upsetting. Anyways, he's back. We're back. All right, so we are back, getting the ready checks, and we are going to get back into this match here. Sprout with the lead, 5-3, like I was mentioning. And they are 2-0 on this first set. No chatting. Okay, they all ready. So, do we start now? Do we start? Hello? Everybody pause, champ? We're pausing? We're champing? We're champing and we're pausing? Caster's type ready. Me and G-Geek were providing valid information to let them know that they were stuck at the jump, so I don't want to hear it, okay? The referee DC, right? Probably. But then that would be French internet. Then where's your narrative about German internet? If we unpause, score will be correct. If not, I need to pause again to fix. Okay, okage. Everybody, okage? Okage. Yeah, we're ready, bro. Is this Softy or is this SRK, though? That is the question. Ah, you're ready. It's like, yeah. Score's the same, 5-3. What do? Is this live? Is this what the score is supposed to be? I don't even remember. Alright, well, I guess I'll start acting like it's live now. So right now, is going to be Feed and Ener leading at the moment. Yeah, it was 5-3. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, Ener and Feed leading at the moment here. Ener now leading. A 0.3 second lead for the moment right now. Now less than 0.2. And the... Man, I was about to say it. It was like the dreaded bobsleigh section. And you know what? Who even needs to say it when you got Scrapie making the mistake there? Going a little bit too crazy there. Feed also going a little crazy there. Having to reset even. Dexter now in the lead at the moment here. Where is... if I can get my camera. They all mixed around when he left. Ener now going to fall into second here. Where is Scrapie? Scrapie is going to be in third. Getting the victory. Ooh, Feed. Really in the mud right now. So that is unfortunate. But Sprout getting another victory. That's going to be 2 points for them. Putting them up to 7-4. Honestly, it's a conspiracy that Dexter left and DC'd so that they could get a victory. Tell me I'm wrong. Start reporting. Get your chatting out. Start tweeting about it. It's a conspiracy. All right, now, round 5 is happening here. And Sprout is in a match point situation to be able to get the point win for themselves and win the first set. Feed has been doing a really good attempt to try to get points for his team, but unfortunately it's not been working out in the way that he had hoped. And now it is really down to Scrapie and Dexter to be able to close it out here. And they are slightly struggling here. Ener, though, is also going to struggle, as he did not have a good bobsleigh exit here. And now it's down to Feed, Scrapie, and Dexter. Who is it going to be? Scrapie leading at the moment here. But here comes the big jump. Who is it going to be the benefactor of that? It's going to be Scrapie here. Feed is going to go to the side. Is Dexter going to be able to snipe? Yes, he is! And that is going to be it. Set 1 for Sprout. That is the set for Sprout. That is going to put them up 1-0 in the series. And now they just have to win one more set. Otherwise, if Homyno Tsun is able to climb back, then it could be disaster on the decider map. But we'll see as we get in here. This is the second map here. Waiting for confirmation of when the next match is going to start. So we will see me again. Hello, I'm LuckersTurbo. If you're just joining in, we are watching Sprout versus Homyno Tsun. And yeah, Sprout just won first set. Now they have another set to go, and then they're able to make it to the grand final against alternate attacks. That is Wozal and Scandir in the grand final. But right now, we still have to get through one more set to best of 5 in order to determine whether or not Homyno Tsun is able to come back in that best of 5. Yes, Vinka, People High. And if you're wondering where Turbo is, Turbo is not here. He's doing some stuff with his family. So he's enjoying life. Something that we all should probably do once in a while. Yeah, so now we're going to wait for this next set here. Oh my goodness. And if you've been here since the beginning, wow. Good job. You've been here for almost 3 hours now. It's 2.5 hours so far. We're doing okay. We're surviving. My throat is still alive. I still have a voice for the most part. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna make it today. We're gonna get this final. We're gonna get through this loser final. Then we're gonna make it to the grand final. And we're gonna watch alternate attacks destroy everyone. Or Sprout. Or Homyno Tsun, maybe. But I think Sprout's going to win this. I think Sprout is going to be likely to win this. So, Where is my... Oh, he's writing it. He's writing it. When do we start? Jeez. Okay, so apparently we have a 7-minute break before we start set 2. Why, I don't know. I guess we're waiting for Dexter to get his internet figured out. Oh, I guess Homyno's Tsun asked for a break. They said we need a break before the match, please. So Friday right now, 10 to 15 minutes. Dexter's Sprout said fine for us. And then the referee, which is SRK, says this is not allowed. We will start at 53. That is the biggest break we can do. Okay, so that is why we're having a break, which makes sense for the boys on Homyno's Tsun because I would be fried as well. In fact, my brain is already fried. So I can understand. So, what is your drink of choice today? That is the question as we wait for this next match. Mine is Pepsi. Although I wish it was a Paulana Spezi, but I'm out of them. Water? Gross. Actually, water is fine. What? Wait, hold on. Wait, this is Europe. What kind of water? Is it the nasty, angry water that you all drink? That gives people stomach issues? Or is it like normal human water that like everybody should drink? Contaminated sparkling water. It's disgusting. Gross. Every time I drink any drink, like a Schorle or like sparkling water just in general, it ruins my stomach so bad. I have like stomach cramps from drinking it. It's Scrapie's bathtub water. Normal water. Yeah, okay, yes. In Europe, it's still water. Yeah, still water. Yeah. We like the still water. That's the good kind of water. People think that Americans... I've been reading that on Reddit, that Europeans somehow think that Americans don't drink water, which is the weirdest thing to me because I come from a state that you have to drink water, otherwise you're going to die. I came from Arizona. And yeah, you had to drink water. Like water was a necessity. It's hot there. It's 41 degrees Celsius on average from the months of April to about October, September. So yeah. So, and I know water is a very common drink of choice. People think that we all just drink soda. I mean, to me, like I am the stereotypical American. I drink more soda than I drink water. That is fair. But that is because I've been drinking soda since I was a child. Like a child. Like we're talking 2 to 3 years old child. Somebody who shouldn't be having soda but had soda anyways. Tap water depends on where you're from. In the U.S., tap water is nasty. So, no tap water. Most people in Europe also drink more soda than water? I don't know. Like, I feel like most people in Europe drink more wine than or beer than anything else. The drinking culture is pretty crazy here. Not like blackout drunk crazy like it is in the US, but like it's like pretty heavy. So okay, we got 3 more minutes. You have tap water, you're from Czech. So is your tap water treated at all? Because in the US, typically tap water is treated like with fluoride or some other chemicals. Or does it just come from aquifer? Because I know, I actually deliver water. That's my job. I deliver water for U.S. government families. That's my job out here. I'm a water truck guy, and every time I get pulled over, well, not pulled over, but like a German comes up and they ask me where the water comes from, and I'm like, I don't know, but it's bottled in Italy or whatever, and I don't know where they get it from Italy. It could be from like mountain water spring. I have no idea, but it's treated water regardless. But every time a German talks to me about water and everything, they're like, yeah, well, we get it from the aquifers, or eine Quelle is what it is in German. And yeah, no, our water is always treated, the stuff we drink. And for whatever reason, fluoride water is apparently really popular with people. And that's the water that dentists use. Like if you ever like go to a thing and they have you drink this like weird flavored water, that's fluoride water. And it's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not healthy for you. Makes your teeth white, cleans your teeth, but other than that, outside of that, it ain't nothing. So, starting pick and ban at 53. So let's go ahead and head back over. That was a fun little chat to waste the time. And also, hi Lime. I did not ignore you. I was able to see you. Hope everybody is doing good so far. Hope everybody is enjoying the matches so far. As we get into the second set, the second best of 5. Ready checks up. Now Feed and Ener are ready. Dexter is ready, waiting for Scrapie. Mineral water is okay too. It's like less angry sparkling water. So mineral water is acceptable. So let's see. Who is who for this round? It's going to be Feed is 1. Feed is 1, Ener is 4. All right, cool. And then Scrapie, Dexter. Cool. But yeah, thank you guys for still hanging around on Turbo Stream. If you didn't know who I am, I'm Import. I'm from Evo. I'm one of the guys, or the guy, that was heavily involved with Trackmania. And we'll be running XP Evo Land happening on September 22nd to the 24th. If you haven't been making plans, you should make plans now, because it is going to be a dope event in Cologne, Germany at Experion's land venue. It's going to be 3 times the size of Trackmania, if you remember that. If you remember being there, or if you were watching. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a viewing arena. We have some plans for extracurricular activities. Wait, you're not Turbo? I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, make plans. Start saving up money for now, because it's going to be really hype. But now, let's focus at the task at hand. We'll talk about Trackmania after this match. Or XP Evo is what it is now. So Agility Dash is going to be the first map. It's kind of a bit of a run back here. Agility Dash, oh, well, actually Freestyle is going to be the second map here. Third is Parkour. So the only change is going to be Freestyle here. Sprout sticking with Agility Dash, Parkour. Back and forth is going to be number 4, and Aero Pipes as number 5. Homyno's Tsun has to be able to get themselves back. Otherwise, they are done. They will finish 3rd, which is honestly still not a bad placement for TMCL, excuse me. And they are setting themselves up to be in a very nice position for All-Stars, as both Schweine Aim, Homyno's Tsun, Sprout, and Attacks are all going to make it to All-Stars as the top 4 coming from TMCL. So now, put in your predictions. Who do you think is going to make it? I mean, we already had a prediction already. Many predicted that Sprout is going to win. But maybe you've decided. Maybe you've had a change of heart. So figure out who... Why are we... I already have a pot. Sorry, I'm going to whine. It's like... I just want to get through. I want to do the thing, bro. I'm not getting paid by the hour. Come on, man. Really mad. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night. I already knew that. When I saw 3 matches, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a long night. Matches until 3 a.m. Let's not hope for that. I hope it's not that way. It's called XP Evo. Official announcement is going to come out at the beginning of May. But what you can start planning for now is that it is in Cologne at Experion. That is the name, Xperion. It's going to be in Cologne, Experion, on September 22nd to the 24th. We expect to exceed the numbers that Trackmania had. Trackmania had about 150 people. We're exceeding XP Evo to blow that number out of the water just based on how many people plan to come back from last year and how many more people, including a lot of streamers and pro players, that are planning to attend. So I think you should attend as well. It is a community-focused event. It is not going to be paired with any other game. So if you're here for Trackmania 2020, it's the event for you. And if you want to meet your friends that you maybe never met before, it's also an event for you. Anyways, holy moly, what is going on? Feed and Ener. So, let me re-explain the situation to you. Oh, for the final. Yeah, Experion is a train stop away from the main train station. So it's accessible by S-Bahn in Germany. So, really easy to get to. Dexter made a mistake. Leaves an opportunity for Feed to come in. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Well. You might have to go Sprouties a little bit harder because Dexter is just threw away an easy ace. Dexter Trolla. All right, round two. Still a clean slate, 1-1. Homyno Tsun avoiding disaster at the start with a lovely gift by Dexter, as Homyno Tsun really was in the mud in that first round, which might have been somewhat of a wake-up call for them, as they're now competing for the top spots at the moment here with Dexter. Dexter able to maintain a nice lead for himself. Scrapie going to sit in the back here. As we get into the full speed section, Feed getting really close to that inside, but is able to avoid it. No pace change so far. Dexter! Ay. Oh, wait, he's back! He's back! Crisis averted! Feed making the first major mistake. I honestly thought Dexter was that guy. Sorry. Dexter is still in the lead at the moment here. And this is a victory potential or an ace potential for Sprout here. Unless Dexter makes a mistake. Ener, having the speed though, is going to be able to potentially overtake here. It's going to be really close. And it's just going to be barely enough for Dexter to maintain his first place. 0.028 over Dexter, or behind Dexter. Words, phrases, synonyms, nouns, metaphors, analogies, thesauruses. One of these words. All right, now. Round 3, Sprout with a points lead. Alright, Dexter. Oh no, that was Scrapie. Blaming the wrong player. Scrapie making the first early mistake there with the clip, leaving Homyno Tsun an opportunity to answer, with Dexter also making a mistake as well, getting a bad landing, and that is going to be a big advantage for Homyno Tsun getting into these next sections here. Now they just have to drive cleanly. Are they able to do that is the question here. So far, so good. as they're getting through the full speed. Left speed drift there. And now it is Feed leading his teammates Ener over into the first set of drifts before we get to the shelves. Right now, pretty decent pace. It's okay for now. A 1:04.94 at the moment. What time is he going to be able to get, though, is the question. Ener, still far. Oh, I just saw. Something is happening, and the cooking is gone wrong. Somebody put in the wrong ingredients and didn't let it cook long enough. Because right now, Feed and Ener are about to get an ace that they need so desperately into this first set. And that's going to put them up 5-3 against Sprout. What is happening to our boys in green? They are struggling in a very heavy way. The nice thing about cooking, though, is that what people don't realize is that if you just throw a little salt on it, it saves it. You just gotta throw salt on it. And then Sasho in chat directly contradicting me, saying somebody confused the sugar with the salt. See, we're doing good Southern cooking, and good Southern cooking, U.S. Southern cooking, requires a copious amount of salt. And if you're salty, then you're doing it right. Feed, though, getting an insane line there. A lot of exit speed into loop. Is going to overtake now in first over Dexter and Scrapie, and are in the mud right now. 5 seconds behind. Not going to be a factor in this round here. And Feed having to be able to hold off Sprout from having the ability to get an ace and taking the lead back that they have thrown away. And Feed right now still managing to keep the lead. Dexter trying to go for a faster exit over the grass, but that's not going to be enough. Scrapie, though, getting a better line. Feed making a mistake, and this is what I was worried about. Now Dexter is going to likely get to the second place. Is he? Yes, he is. And that is going to be the ace for Sprout. The lead that Tsun was able to give or take has been given back. And now it is 6-5. Boah. The return ace. Wird gewinnen. Sprout wird gewinnen. Well, we'll see. I think they will too. Not gonna lie. And I feel bad though, because I feel like Feed really does deserve so much more. But right now, even he is struggling at the moment, as he is just not able to keep up that pace after such a grueling onslaught of match that he's been dealing with for these last two matches. Especially with pauses too, it doesn't help anything. It just adds more stress. And the pauses have all been from the side of Sprout. So it can be really grueling mentally, especially when you just kind of want to get it over with. To be fair, though, in a bracket where there's a winners versus a loser, the winner should always have the advantage, and it should favor those coming from the upper bracket. So attacks really do deserve that advantage, that not only the energy advantage but everything, because they were the ones that managed to keep themselves in the winners bracket. But for somebody like Tsun, who has to fight so hard, as we're getting into the end here, Dexter is going to be leading with Ener in seconds. That is going to be the victory for Sprout. But with the mountain decline like Tsun, it is why regular seasons matter, and why you want to make sure you come into a playoff situation as the highest seed possible. And I feel like a lot of esports make that mistake of not putting importance on regular seasons. And I think I think I'm going to compliment Nadia on this. I think the format is fine. Now, maybe the decider map thing's kind of janky, but whatever. But the way they're treating the double elimination bracket, I think is fine. It's grueling, but it's meant to be. So, that was a good time last round. So, good job to the Sprout people. But now, Sprout up 8-6 right now in the first map of this second set. They would like to close it out with the victory here. And Scrapie well far and away from the rest of the pack. 0.3 lead at the moment here. Chopped down slightly in the tech section, but it is kind of a little bit wonky to determine how far you are when it comes to everybody taking a different line. But what is clear is Sprout in the prime position to end it all right here, assuming nobody makes a massive mistake. It is really down to Scrapie making a mistake already. Is it going to be enough? Dexter in the lead at the moment here. Dexter is going to be able to get first. Scrapie snatching victory from the claws, or snatching defeat from the claws of victory. I keep on wanting to make a funny pun with that phrase because it's snatching defeat from the claws of victory. That is the phrase. Anyways, I'll get it right next time. All right. Surely Sprout finishes it here. Otherwise, Homyno Tsun must get an ace to deny the map win. And it would be a good motivation for Homyno Tsun to get the ace. However, Ener not looking in a good position at the moment here. Sitting in the back, 0.3 behind. Scrapie, Dexter, and Feed all up in front together at the moment here. As they get to full speed section. Left speed drift. Who is going to get the most speed? Feed takes it wider so he can get that extra amount of exit speed. Benefits him incrementally, but not enough to overtake fully. But with these drift sections here, Dexter is doing really well for himself. Speed going really wide to get enough exit speed, but it's not going to be enough. So let's get up here really quickly. Sorry, I'll stop looking at it from a weird perspective here. So Scrapie and Dexter at the moment. Where's Feed? There he is. Scrapie and Dexter leading at the moment. Feed trying to fight all as might. Ener too far back. They have to pray that somehow Sprout makes a massive mistake. Feed is going to... Oh, no. That is all she wrote. Feed deciding a trip to the moon would be more enjoyable than this slaughter. And that is going to be the first map win in second set for Sprout, putting them up 1-0. They just got to win 2 more, and they go to the grand final. Where they will face alternate attacks. My buddy Boney should be streaming that match and casting that on Attack's stream. But I want you to stay here. Or, if you're a smart person, you can open up multiple tabs. And you can watch both Boney and me at the same time casting from different perspectives. That would be cool. Oh, Boney's still here watching. Nice! Yeah. If you guys are that type of person who have to like multiple streams open or perspectives, you should have Boney as a second stream. I mean, you're waiting till the match is over. That makes sense, obviously. All right, freestyle. 3 players opting for the outside dirt line. Scrapie opting for the inside. Turbo made a comment about the differences in those lines, and to be quite honest, the outside dirt line, unless you extremely risk it, you have to get it. When we're talking insanity style, we're talking the player insanity. You have to get it at the level of insanity on that outside dirt line, where you're basically grinding that outside dirt wall without getting the bonk penalty. If you're able to do that, then it's worth it. But since that is so difficult and near impossible to get consistently, it makes no sense, and you should honestly go for the inside line. That is my hot tip of the day. But now, we're at the identity here. Dexter and Scrapie doing really good at the moment. And they are going to get not an ace. Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. All right, Dexter making it a little bit scary. Securing the ace 3-0. And now, a good lead for Sprout. Now for TMGL, freestyle has always been the type of map where everybody's super close to one another, and then it's really down to the identity. But TMCL has, for me so far, proven to be quite the opposite, as I've seen a lot of mistakes come from a lot of different people. So, all right, now, oh, wait, Ener. Ener in the mud at the moment here. He is going to DNF, I think. He has to, right? Oh, no, he made it. Okay. Well, it's Feed 1v2 against Scrapie Dexter. Scrapie taking the lead at the moment here. Gets a clip, though. Allows Feed to come back. Overtake now. And now Feed just has to get it cleanly, and he can at least force the draw. He is going to be able to do that. And that is going to be the draw. 4-1 for Homyno Tsun. Ener, unfortunately, getting caught on that quarter pipe jump. My throat's starting to get scratchy. Chat help, please. Clean feet. Yes. Really mad. I'm saying feed. You guys are just in the mud. All right. Round 3. Fight. Getting in here with Sprout being 4-1 over Homyno Tsun. Feed and Ener leading at the moment. Scrapie making a big mistake right there. Means he's going to have to reset likely. There he is. Oh, he's not going to have to reset. He's going to be 1.2 seconds. Dexter also making a mistake. This is big for Homyno Tsun. Ener Feed just have to be able to get these 3 jumps cleanly. 2 jumps. Yes, they have to get the 2 jumps cleanly. I don't know why I thought there. Anyways. Feed and Ener. First jump done. Scrapie too far behind at the moment to make any difference. And they get the second jump clean, and that is the return ace. Homyno Tsun not dying easily. Tying it up 4-4. And now we have ourselves a game in map 2 here. After we had that snooze of a battle on Agility Dash. Bro, that map is so long. Whew. Now we get some quicker maps here. Feed and Ener taking a small advantage so far, but everybody's still right beside each other, so there's not going to be anything too crazy going on here. Really, it's been down to the quarter pipe jump thus far, as we've seen some major mistakes from both sides at the quarter pipe jump. Everybody makes it clean. And now it is going to be down to the identity here. Everybody really close. Feed going to be leading. Feed seems to have that uphill dirt section with the slide cancel. The best out of everybody. As we now see Ener taking the lead. Gets a really good gear there. Is it going to be clean on the first jump? Yes, it is. Scrapie, though, making a mistake slightly. Feed, though, sitting in third. Is it going to be enough? Ener's leading at the moment here. Is Ener going to get enough? Yes, he is. It is going to be the ace for Homyno Tsun, leading them up to 7-4 due to the mistake of Dexter and Scrapie on the identity. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise on this second map. The clean sweep is not looking promising here. as we now see Feed and Ener looking to see if they can't close it out with another ace. They've shown that they were just able to do it back there in the last round. Back then, back there, either way. And now, let's see if they can do it again. Repeating success is not the easiest feat, but is capable of being done by players of this caliber. Man, my English skills today, I blame German, honestly. I really do. German has ruined my English skills tremendously. So, now, identity, Feed, leading, Ener. Where is he at? He's sitting in fourth at the moment. Everybody's so close to one another, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Feed and Ener now leading 1-2. All they needed to get is this 1-2. And are they going to be able to get it? Yes, they are going to be able to get it. And that is Homyno Tsun getting the map 2 win. Insane. It's because I stream from Turbo's channel. It is because I'm streaming from Turbo's channel. Like, I can't even speak English right now. It's because of him. I blame him. And yes, I am American, but I live in Germany. I live in Germany. And I also speak German. But yes. Of my stream time, an hour and a half already? Yeah. That's insane. Cast 1 round in German. I don't know if that's allowed in my contract. I don't have a contract, but... How can German ruin your English? Well, German is is the reason why. It's because I already have trouble pronouncing words in English. I have dyslexia when it comes to like talking. It's auditory dyslexia. It's kind of due to like a mix of dyslexia and ADHD that I have. And so, and sometimes when my brain is processing things too quickly, words decide to slur like I'm having a heart attack. Or I like to place vowels in portions of a syllable or a word that were meant to be in another portion of a syllable or a word. So that's how. And German, adding a second language that I learned in the last 3 years, just makes it all out of whack. But Scrapie, on the other hand, and Dexter are going to get the ace while I'm chatting. Good job by Sprout. Ener in the mud, but is going to bring it in fourth. That is going to be the ace for Sprout. 3-0 up in the map. Same deal as what happened last time, but Sprout threw away their lead and allowed Homyno Tsun to be able to get the second map win. Is that going to be a repeat here on parkour is the question. German? That pronunciation. What do you mean that pronunciation? German. Wait, it's a TSCH, so German. Yeah, German. German. Yeah. German. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Anyways. And my German pronunciation is it works. Let's put it that way. Like, it's not super bad American accent. Like, I don't speak like, hello, ich möchte gerne einen Kaffee bitte, but like, it's serviceable. It, like, I sound like I understand at least the language I'm speaking rather than just butchering it. Anyways, Homyno Tsun getting a victory. Focus import. I'm trying to focus. It's been a long stream. I had troubles explaining yeah, I almost said it again. Dyslexia. Yeah, Bench can confirm my German is gut. Yeah. All right. Man, it's hot in this room. It's the heat getting to me too. All right. Sprout up 4-2 at the moment here. And so far, the stream is just getting started. Turbo said I can chat a little as long as I cast the end part, which now we're at. So, Dexter leading at the moment here. In the lead for right now on the identity, getting it clean. Scrapie sitting in an ace position behind his teammate is likely going to happen. Ener making the mistake. Feed is nowhere to be found. And that is going to be the ace for Sprout, putting him up 7-2. There you go. Focus has been achieved. One more ace. This sounds like, I like the American accent. It sounds like you have a hot potato in your mouth. No. To be honest, that's how I feel like men who speak German, like actual Germans, that's how I feel like that's how they sound. Like if they were just talking with a potato in their mouth, because they have this very deep register in their in the way they speak and their tone. Not all German men, but will I be at the Evo event? Of course I will be. I'm the one making the event. I'm the host. So yes, I will be there for sure. I will be the host of the event. All right. Scrapie and Dexter. Yes, I am Evo Import. Technically, is my full name. Like with my gamer tag and everything. So, Scrapie, Dexter, looking for another ace. Could be able to end it here, and it is likely that they are going to be ending it here because where's Feed and Ener? They are not here. Anywhere to be found, and that is going to be GG. Sprout going up 2-1. Will you be there, figure? I don't know, bro. You should. You better be. Really mad. Watch between maps really quick. We'll see. I will open it though. Baltimore accent test. Say this. Earn. Yeah. I've seen that before. It's earn and earn. Earn. Yeah. What distances? 250 kilometers? Yes. 250 kilometers is nothing though. What are you whining about? It's 2 hours, bro. By car. You live near me, figure. Come on, bro. It's like an hour and a half to 2 hours on the Autobahn from Frankfurt area. That's where I live. Technically live in Wiesbaden. All right. We're on back and forth. This was a good map by Homyno Tsun. It's a very close map on their decider. But Sprout now, with Dexter already being behind, is making it a little bit difficult for his buddy Scrapie over here. And Ener and Feed have the advantage going forward. There is no way you are German. Like, I'll be honest, if you ask me, like, to look in a certain direction, tell me how far, like, many meters or centimeters an object is away from me, I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest. But I have the general idea, by the way, Homyno Tsun getting ace, very nice on them. I would be able to tell you the relative idea of what a kilometer is, a meter is, because a meter is like 3 feet. So I could kind of tell you, but in centimeters, yeah, good luck. I can't tell you what a centimeter is. Do I know what a yard is? Yes. I'm not active military, no. But I do work with the U.S. military. And I'm not military. I have a family member, which would be my dad, that is active military. And I work a government job to be able to stay here with my parents because they invited me to come move with them, and I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. So I was like, bet, let's go have an adventure. And that's what I've been doing. And made it even a bigger adventure with Evo. And now we get to do cool stuff like cast Trackmania and watch, enter, and feed. Get another victory here. Possibly an ace, but it wasn't enough. It was close. Scrapie making mistakes along the way. Making it 5-1 for Homyno Tsun. Yeah, we're just chatting for right now. Homyno Tsun, if they make this a tie, which they're doing a really good job at right now. I need a mental break right now before we get to the grand final. Sprout's doing a decent job, but they're kind of struggling at the moment. And Homyno Tsun might be able to claw it back and force a game 5 here in the second set. Dexter making a mistake there. So it's up to Scrapie. And we're having fun doing cultural exchange with the American who lives in Germany. How hard is my freedom heart hurting not to own 20 firearms? I've never owned a firearm in my life, so it doesn't really matter to me. My family has, but... And I've shot a gun. It's cool. It's fun, I guess, but I could care less. Not a big deal for me. Ener feet getting an ace. That's 8-1. Okay, boys. The map 5 situation is becoming likely now. Import. Where is the XP Evo dings? I forgot. Didn't listen. It's in Cologne, Germany. Köln. Yeah. Experion. That is the venue name. Experion's owned by Saturn, which is like a MediaMarkt or a Best Buy. Can I come pick you up? I mean, I would, but I have to go up there on Wednesday. Why don't you take the train, man? Go to the Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof and take a little train, like a Regiobahn. Yeah, I mean, they're the same company, but some people only know Saturn, some people only know MediaMarkt, and some people don't know either. So then I say Best Buy, and then most people know what Best Buy is, because American. But yeah, Experion is owned by Saturn, and but the venue is huge. It's huge. You can look it up on Google Maps and see the images. Feed getting first place, by the way. Scrapie and Dexter, where are they at? It is kind of okay, it's going to be a tie here. Homyno Tsun, though, sitting at an easy 9-2. Surely they don't throw. Surely they don't throw. But yeah. Easily Gamer's Paradise. And we'll have we have a call with an esports bar. For those who were at Trackmania, you guys may remember there was like a beer pong tournament on Friday evening, and then on Saturday evening there was supposed to be this black, white, pink party, which wasn't actually for Trackmania. It was for Unicorns of Love, so it wasn't specific towards Arcadia, and I think a lot of people didn't realize that. So that party wasn't like really for the people at the event, but we found an esports bar that we think is likely going to have us, and if that's the case, then we'll have like a place that everybody can gather after Saturday, maybe even Friday night, because the event itself, the venue closes at like 8 or 9 p.m. in the evening. At Dexter leading, by the way. But where is Feed and Ener? Sorry, we'll get back to this conversation. All right, Feed and Ener, closing it out, forcing it to map 5. Now it's an interesting set 2. Yeah, actually, Lost Level. Yeah, that's the one that we're going to be chatting to this week. So hopefully we can get with them and see if we can't have that there as like a party afterwards. Maybe even like a cool like stream as well, a side stream on a different channel where we can get a bunch of people involved, maybe streamers and whatnot, to like come chat, do chatting dings. So yeah, it's going to be a fun event. You guys really should plan it. Prices are kind of crazy right now, but towards the end of summer, especially since it's September, that's off-peak season for a lot of travelers. And not for necessarily college students or university students. So that's like kind of like the perfect time to find hotels because they'll start going down at the end of summer. So if you can't find a good rate now or like a good Airbnb with your friends, wait till the end of summer, like 4 or 5 weeks out, and those prices will start going down. But right now prices are a little bit expensive. About 100 euros on average. All right, aero pipes. RNG pipes, as we like to call them. And it's first round. Scrapie leading at the moment here. Feed making an early mistake here. Full 3 seconds behind. Scrapie and Dexter now in an ace potential, but it doesn't matter because it's RNG pipes. And we know that with RNG pipes, the landings are bad and janky, and the entire identity is just mud. So we will have to see how it turns out. But Ener, right now, the only one able to contest. And if that, he's not in a good position to make any ins on Sprout. So it's really down to Sprout making any mistakes, and they make a first 2 clean jumps right now. Second jumps are also clean. Scrapie and Dexter going to get the ace to start us off in the 5th map. And that is going to be a 3-0. Cologne also has bridges you can sleep under. All right, well, that's an option. The Evo staff and the caster crew were all staying together. We found like a 12-person Airbnb. But, and it's really cheap too. We're all paying only like 185 euros for the entire 5-night weekend that we have to be there for. And so it was super cheap. But we have to stay out all the way in Leverkusen, which is like 35 minutes away. But it's right beside the train station. So for the price, I'll take it. Makes it nice and cheap. Ener, though, leading at the moment. Dexter and Feed, second, third, respectively. Scrapie is going to be the one who's going to be in the mud at the moment, but not too far behind from Feed. So Ener and Dexter, the top 2 at the moment here. Dexter getting some nice speed. Is going to be able to gain some ground on Ener, but it really is about who can get the cleaner jumps on these. And Dexter and Ener are not going to be the ones to get it. Who is going to overtake? It's going to be Scrapie and Ener making a mistake. Scrapie and Dexter. Oh no! Dexter almost got the ace, but it's not enough, and that is going to be the victory instead. But still a good victory indeed. 5-1 for Sprout.
Victory.
XDD pipes, RNG pipes. Very unlucky that they both crashed in the same spot. Alright, now, let's see if the Frenchies can survive the ice. That's been their struggle bus the entire time on this match so far. Scrapie and Dexter able to get it cleanly. Feed is not going to make it through the ice section. I told you they are in the mud when it comes to ice. And it proves right then and there. Dexter is also going to make a mistake, but not as bad as Feed. Should be able to at least stay within range of 2 seconds with the pack there. Scrapie and Ener now. Scrapie leading over Ener here with a 0.2 advantage. But again, RNG pipes. Who is it going to be to survive and get it cleanly? Ener getting really close to those pipes, but does so and survives, I guess. Whatever. All right. It's time for the RNG pipes. Scrapie making the first jump is going to get a little bit slow on that. Ener's not going to make it, though. Scrapie and Dexter primed for the ace. That is what it's going to be, and it's going to be 8-1 for Sprout. They are at match victory potential, series point potential here to end it all and move on to the grand final against alternate attacks. Sprout turning a snoozer into a heated match at the end with arrow pipes. What's my pipes world record? Let's not talk about it, bro. I don't want. Let's not talk about it, bro. Okay. get piped. All right. This could be the last round of Homyno Tsun's playoff life. They scraped back a 2-2 tie in the second best of 5, but now they're in dire straits here, sitting at a 7-point differential up to Sprouts on arrow pipes, the map they lost to last time against Schweineaim, and it's looking to be their kryptonite again here, as Scrapie and Dexter now sitting in an ace potential. Feed all the way in the back, not able to help his teammate Ener. Feed has been so strong throughout the series, but now he's a liability, and it's going to be potentially too much here. Dexter and Scrapie could end it right here. First jump is good go. Second jump, is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Making it survive, and Dexter and Scrapie are going to bring it in and clinch their ticket into the grand final and shut down Homyno Tsun's hopes and dreams. And we have your grand final match of Sprout versus Alternate Attacks. GG's. Oh my gosh, did I sound excited? I think I sounded excited. That was good. Okay, yeah, no, it was a good match. Very good job for Sprout, but now they have to play against Alternate Attacks. And what we saw in the previous match, what we saw in this match was Homyno Tsun really struggling with their energy and stamina in order to survive against Sprout. Because honestly, Feed and Ener were able to be competitive for the most part, but unfortunately you could tell they were just exhausted. You could tell that their mistakes were not mistakes they were making against Schweineaim. And now they're unfortunately no longer in the playoff. Taking third place, still a commendable job for the Challenger League, for their first stage in the Challenger League. And now, grand final time. And the format changes a little bit. So the grand final is, my brain. Grand final, I believe, is 2 best of 7s. And then the last map is a best of 1 still. Am I correct in this? No. Great. Killing it.